ruckus to give right now. We want you to rock now from the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have to play it from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Tak-a-tak-a-tak. Non-stop rock from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got the ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. Rock a vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have to play it from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop 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 rock. And it's a non-stop rock. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have to play it from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. You are home. And it's a non-stop rock. Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have to play it from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Tak-a-tak-a-tak. Non-stop rock.
Be cool. We out here telling everybody to vote for de Blasio. Polls close at 9 o'clock. We look forward to seeing everybody out there. Big victory for de Blasio today, November 7th.
course, no
Brooklyn.
doubt. Brooklyn
We're
Zoo.
showing up,
Exactly.
making sure that Brooklyn is taking care of the city.
Definitely. All Democrats.
All Democrats. We vote Democrats.
All Democrats, all day.
Getting the work
De
done.
Blasio is the best. He gonna get another turn. Believe me.
This is your city.
That's right. Brooklyn, all day, every day.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Nah, I heard that.
Would you like a sticker? Would you like a sticker?
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I say.
Best style loves de Blasio.
That's it.
That's right. Vote for de Blasio.
We're at
And a lot of
Marcy
people
houses.
A lot of people don't understand about the green community.
You want a sticker,
You
ma'am?
understand? I'm for
want a sticker?
Jabari.
Yeah, put it right there. I told it all.
There you go. Man, you look great.
But we told
Would you like a sticker too?
this is the 36th district, Robert Carnegie.
Right, Robert Carnegie. All right, Robert.
Carnegie there.
And we're out here
Not him.
talking to the people.
This is not Rob
And
Courtney.
they're letting us know how much they support Mayor Bill de Blasio in this election. NYCHA, the Green Committee, the Tenant Association, where we do Marcy Cleanup Day every year. The mayor is a big supporter.
Want me to get a picture
We
of
get
you?
shovels, we get soil,
Yeah.
and we work in this community to beautify our homes.
That's right.
Because this is our neighborhood, and the mayor is in partnership helping to connect communities to the resources they need in order to do block beautification, neighborhood beautification.
That's
And it is a
I can't-
wonderful,
I can't
wonderful,
smile.
wonderful blessing to have it.
It is.
Born and raised here myself in
Yeah.
Marcy houses. So to see community gardens popping up all around, green space, children being taught how to cultivate the land. It's amazing. It is wonderful. And not to mention,
But Jabazio. Hello.
de Blasio is also giving Marcy houses a community center. In
Out of all
partnership-
these years, stop playing.
Very good.
Whoa.
He announced it at the March Town Hall with Councilmember Robert Carnegie and the borough president. They partnered together, and Marcy Houses will begin a community center. So we voted for de Blasio.
Indeed, indeed.
Y'all. That's right. That's who I voted
Well, it was
for.
good, Joe.
Okay, God bless. Have a
Okay.
good day. All right.
Stickers that we got.
Bill de Blasio, Bill de Blasio, Bill de Blasio.
She said yes. Yeah. This is why we put $1 billion in NYCHA, opening up the community center. We haven't had a community center for 20 years here. I'm born and raised.
They don't want no guy that take the ladies every time.
give out
So
the
I go and
lunches,
warm
so
them
they
up.
took it from us.
Then you come and
Every summer I used to give out the lunches.
you do that with you. Let me take you with you good hand.
You caught it, right?
You do that with you. Let me take you with you good hand.
You caught it, right?
Bill de Blasio, with $1 billion in nicer homes. Said they're coming here. Don't forget to vote for him. Thank you very much. Thank you do it.
Yes.
You want a sticker?
Blasio,
Here's a
very
sticker
good.
for the Blasio. Here's a sticker.
Huh?
Here's a sticker.
Yeah.
Give it two. Give it two. Give it two.
Me too. De Blasio, first time in the world. My name in it.
Yeah, you're a source, right, miss? About 2 weeks ago, you're at Brooklyn College.
Yes.
I have a picture of you.
Did you go to Miss Smith's house so she cuss you out?
Miss Smith does not curse. She's a woman of God.
But she'll pray on you. You wish
I
you had a curse
I
you out.
spoke to her, and we had a very nice, respectful conversation.
Good, now maybe she'll leave me alone.
There are cameras.
Hello, camera. Anything else?
Okay.
I can barely talk, and you talking about yeah.
You want to tell the people why you voted for de Blasio?
Have a great day.
Oh.
That in 100 years, that will be worth a lot of money. That's it. A lot of money in 100 years.
Thank you. I just came back from legal there. Oh, you just came back from legal? Yeah. Okay.
I can't.
You don't know how to work the camera either? You ain't by yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the First Lady of New York City, Charlene McRae and Dante de Blasio.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches a todos. What an exciting night this is. Thank you all for sharing this special moment with us. Tonight is not just about the last 4 years, it's about a lifetime of commitment that we all share to making people's lives better in every way. Thank you to everyone here, and thank you to the hundreds of others all across the city for the blood, sweat, and, oh yes, the lack of sleep that got us here tonight. Thank you for all those evenings and weekends you put in phone banking, organizing house parties, persuading business owners to hang those beautiful posters in their store windows. Even the stickers you handed out made a difference in helping people realize this is your city. And tonight is a celebration of what we've accomplished. Our streets are safer, all of our children have a head start, a guaranteed head start in their education. And it's easier for us to get the mental health services we need. Girls of all ethnicities have equal access to employment opportunities. And leadership in every industry includes women and people of color. To build a city where men and women work together to reduce intimate partner violence, sex trafficking, and assault. To build a city where we promote mental wellness and physical wellness. And treat anyone with disabilities with respect. There's so much to do, so much. But let me share with you a story that always inspires me. There was an anthropologist who had been studying the customs of people who lived in a small village in South Africa. South Africa is in the house. One day, to pass some time, she called the children and suggested they play a new game. When the anthropologist said, "Now," the children had to run to a very tall tree, and the first one to get there could have a basket full of fruit and delicious treats. The children all lined up, waiting for the signal. And when the anthropologist said, "Now," all the children took each other by the hand and ran towards the tree. They all arrived at the same time, divided up the fruit and treats, sat down, and happily began to eat it all. The anthropologist went over to them and asked, "Why did you all run together when any one of you could have had the entire basket of fruits and treats all to yourself?" And children responded by saying, "How can any one of us be happy if all the others are sad?" En español, algunos de nosotros es feliz si los demás están tristes. Tonight, we celebrate a man with enormous compassion, a public servant who believes with all his heart in working together for the greater good, and a leader who knows we are all happier if our brothers and sisters are too. Without further ado, let me introduce to you the love of my life and your mayor, Bill de Blasio.
First, I want to thank everyone in this city who went to the polls tonight and sent a message loud and clear. This is your city. And I want to thank my family from the very beginning. Everything we've done together as a family. I want to thank this extraordinary woman for all she's done for our city. This guy's pretty good too. And all my family, all my dear old friends who have gathered here to help us achieve this great victory. And I have to thank all the people who supported us, all our good friends in labor. Thank you for your steadfast support. All the elected officials, everyone from the Democratic Party, thank you for all you have done in this great campaign. And a special thank you and all my love to the volunteers. Let's hear it for the volunteers. Everyone who knocked on the door, everyone who made a call, everyone who's outside the subway stop, we thank you. My dear friends, 4 years ago, we ran with a simple and strong idea. We said we had to make fundamental change in this city. And we heard a cacophony of doubt and cynicism. The insiders said it was impossible. The critics, the pundits said change couldn't come. They, even worse, said we would go backwards. We would go back to the bad old days. There would be chaos. Remember those evil warnings we received? They said things would go in the wrong direction. Well, they were wrong. We proved that we could make our city safer. We proved we could make our schools better. We proved we could make our economy stronger. We did this together, and we took on some very powerful forces while we did it. We proved we could take on the landlord lobby and win. We proved we could take on the big corporations and win. Brothers and sisters, we have so much to be proud of over these 4 years, all of us together. Everyone made it happen together. We have a lot to be proud of. But we can't stop now. We can't stop now. Tonight there are too many of our fellow New Yorkers who feel the deck is stacked against them. There are too many who feel they can't achieve their potential. Well, you know what? The truth is they're right. Things are still not what they need to be in this city. We've got to become a fairer city, and we've got to do it soon. We've got to do it fast. We've got to put everything we've got into it. So you saw some important changes in the last 4 years, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you about a thing we call 3K. If you thought pre-K was good, you're going to love pre-K. Every 3-year-old gets an early childhood education, a quality education for free in this city. It's never been done anywhere, but it's going to be done here. We're going to make sure that every child reads on grade level by 3rd grade in our school system. We will not stop till we reach every child. We've never even been near that goal as a city before. But educators will tell you if our children are reading on grade level by 3rd grade, then their futures are full of potential and possibility. That is the great goal we're going to set this city on the path to achieve. My friends, we started with an audacious affordable housing plan, 200,000 apartments, enough for 500,000 people, but it's not enough. We've got to go farther. We're going to reach 300,000 affordable apartments. We're going to reach 750,000 New Yorkers with affordable housing they don't have now, and that they need. We're going to get it to them. And let's do something that's long overdue. Let's fix our subways. I just want to ask this room of very knowledgeable New Yorkers, do you think we need more money to fix the subways? Do you think the millionaires and billionaires have some money to spare? How about a millionaire's tax to fix the New York City subway? And while we're at it, that tax can allow us to give half-price Metro cards to low-income New Yorkers so they can experience opportunity in this city as well. And another way that our fellow New Yorkers can do better, can afford the city to love, is with better jobs. We have a plan to create 100,000 good-paying jobs for residents of the 5 boroughs. We've come a long way becoming a safer city, but to truly be a fairer city, we need trust and accountability in all we do. So in the next 2 years, every one of our officers on patrol will be wearing a body camera, the ultimate sign of trust and accountability in law enforcement. Now, I have to remind you that we mark an anniversary tonight. And it's an anniversary that's very painful for a lot of us. A year ago, the candidate who lost by 3 million votes somehow became President of the United States. And we have all experienced the last year seeing an affront to this city and our values, seeing an affront to people of all backgrounds and faiths. We've seen something that for so many of us is un-American. Well, I bring you tidings of joy this evening because America got a little fairer tonight. America got a little bluer tonight. Let's cheer so they can hear us in New Jersey. Let's cheer so they can hear us in Virginia. And tonight, New York City sent a message to the White House as well. Was this: you can't take on New York values and win, Mr. President. If you turn against the values of your hometown will fight back. And so, we've got some fights ahead. We will fight and we will win. We will stop the tax cuts for the big corporations and for the millionaires in Washington. We will protect the Affordable Care Act. And we will defend our immigrant communities. We are a nation of immigrants. We are a city of immigrants. As Charlene always says, not everyone came here willingly. But we are all immigrants. And when there's an attack on immigrants, it's an attack on all of us. A los neoyorquinos inmigrantes, siempre estaremos con ustedes. Si la administración de Trump trata de apartar familias y trata de deportar soñadores, lucharemos con todo lo que tenemos. We will fight with all we have to protect our immigrant brothers and sisters and to make sure the dreamers stay right here where they belong. It's a good night for progressives. It's a good night for Democrats. My friends, all of you together achieved history tonight. For the first time in 32 years, a Democratic mayor was re-elected in New York City. But let us promise each other this will not be the last time. This is the beginning of a new era of progressive Democratic leadership in New York City for years and years to come. So we have a lot to celebrate tonight. We have a lot to celebrate because of this victory, but even more importantly, because of the people we've reached over the last 4 years. Because we've worked to make New York City work better for its people. And we are particularly proud that while pursuing a vision of fairness and respect, we have become more than ever the safest big city in America. We proved the doubters wrong, and we proved that safety and fairness walk hand in hand in New York City. But I believe, since we've achieved so much, since we've proven there is a momentum for change, we now have to set our sights higher. I think we can reach an even bigger goal. Tonight, we dedicate ourselves to making sure that New York is the fairest big city in America. A city known for treating people the right way. A city known for giving everyone opportunity, for never allowing discrimination or division or separation between the people who make up this great place. That's what we dedicate ourselves to, and I want to give you a picture of what it looks like to be the fairest big city in America. It means that we will have the strongest tools anywhere in the nation to make sure people can afford their own city. The biggest affordable housing plan anywhere in the country. The strongest laws to ensure that developers must build affordable housing. Free lawyers for anyone faced with eviction. Fair rent increases so people know that tenants are always kept in mind in everything we do. We are going to make sure that more and more people can afford this city that they help to make great. That's one way of being fair. Another way is making sure that everyone's paycheck gets a little bigger, and then a little bigger, and then a little bigger. We're going to keep making sure that wages go up in this city. We're going to keep making sure that people actually can live on the paycheck that they get. And we are going to make sure there is no more pay inequity, that women will be paid just as much as their male counterparts. What does the fairest big city in America look like? It looks like a neighborhood school, a good neighborhood school, a school you can believe in. We, too often, when we were all coming up, we heard about the quote-unquote good schools and the quote-unquote bad schools. What an affront to fairness and decency and democracy it is to think that some children could get sent to the quote-unquote good school and others to the quote-unquote bad school. You know what? Every school in every zip code needs to be great. That's what we aspire to in this city. That's what the equity and excellence vision is all about. We can do that. New York can do that. You know what the fairest city looks like? You know what a great city looks like? It's a place where anyone who faces a mental health challenge is embraced, is respected, is brought forward to get the help they need, and the help is there for them. It's a place that does not allow the stigma to keep people from the help they need. What's the fairest city look like? It's a place where the wealthy pay their fair share in taxes. The millionaire's tax is one way. The mansion tax, to make sure that those who buy very high-priced homes pay a little more so our seniors can have affordable housing they deserve. The fairest city in the country is a place where it's actually easy to vote, where it's actually easy to participate in the democratic process. We are not there yet, are we? Because this state is backwards. This state has some of the most regressive voter laws in the entire country. How can we be proud as New Yorkers when it's just so damn hard to vote here? It's hard to register to vote. It's hard to vote unless you happen to be in the right place at the right time on the right day. You get excluded. We are going to go to Albany all together starting in January, and we're going to change that once and for all. This state should have the best voter laws in the country. And finally, what does the fairest big city in this country look like? It looks like a place where police and community are bonded together once and for all, in partnership, with trust, with mutual respect. I want every police officer to know the name of the residents that they serve in the community, and I want those residents to know the name of their officer. I want everyone to feel they are on the same side, together, for the good of the neighborhood, for the good of the city. We will be an example to the whole country of what that healing looks like, what that unity looks like. All for one, one for all, police and community together. That's what we aspire to in this city. So I want you to know these are big goals. These are tough goals, but we will be relentless. And I'm going to ask a simple question for the next 4 years. Every time an idea comes before me, a proposal comes before me, every time we look at the budget, whatever it is, I'm going to ask a simple question. Is this going to help us become the fairest big city in America? Is it going to help us toward that goal? Because if it is, we're going to do it. But here's the last part of the equation. We can't do it without you. Every one of you, and everyone listening out there, and everyone who voted today. We can't do it unless the people decide it's the right thing. Unless the people point the way. You demanded change 4 years ago. You said there was too much stop and frisk. You said the city was getting too expensive. You said income inequality was creating a rift that had to be healed. You said it was time for pre-K for all. And these things are happening because you demanded it, and it's time to demand even more. So we have to go farther. We have to have a relentless energy. We have to feel an urgency. And I am ready, my dear friends, because I'll tell you something. After 4 years, and they've been intense years. They've been long years. 4 years later, I am more optimistic than the day I started. Because I've seen what we can do together. I've seen how many people we can reach. I've seen how much better we can make this city. We can make this the city it was meant to be. We're only just getting started. Tonight's a good time to remember, this is only the beginning. It's only the beginning for this city on our path to a better and fairer and more progressive place. It's only the beginning for our country as we start turning towards a better path, a path where people are respected again, and our country can move forward in unity. This is only beginning. And my friends, our job all together is to make sure this is always a city for everyone. Our job is to make sure this city we love keeps its wonderful, open, inclusive character. Our job is to make sure that New York is always New York. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless New York City. Thank you.
Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. From the top. I've got the records today. From right now. We want you to rock now. From the top. Rockers vibration. It is a good sensation. Good for all nations. They must be played from the station. We want you to rock now. From the top. Play it in the morning. Play it in the evening. Play it at midday. Play it all the way. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. From the top. Play it in the morning. Play it in the evening. Play it at midday. Play it all the way. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. From the top. I've got the records together right now. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. Rock a vibration. It is a good sensation. Good for all nations. They must be played from the station. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop 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 rock. You walk on. And it's a non-stop rock. Rockers vibration. It is a good sensation. Good for all nations. They must be played from the station. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. You are home. And it's a non-stop rock. I've got the records to give right now. We want you to rock now. From the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. From the top.
64%, I'm so happy. And about the body cameras, we need so much justice for so many families. I'm very excited about the body cameras. We're still waiting for justice for Eric Garner family. And I know that he's gonna make sure that we get it. The body cameras will help us so much, especially in the climate that we're in. Congratulations to Blasio, we're very happy.
Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you.
Well, I think that my name is Reverend Kevin McCall, and I was a very staunch critic of the mayor for the last maybe 3.5 years because I didn't see the progress from, the cop being shooting Eric Garner. I didn't thought that, he can be able to change the city around. But something happened. He just got an epiphany. He woke up. Maybe the town hall meetings got to him, and he has done a great job of changing the city around and to the next place, from housing to crime on down. So I'm grateful to be working with him and be a partner, and not just on the other side of the fence of not working together, but now working together to create a partnership to be able to build this city to a better country and a better place to live every day.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Continue the
No problem.
celebration. Thank you. celebrating another 4 years of the mayor's elect.
Absolutely.
What would you like to add?
More services for children in school, mental health services for parents that attend the children that are in school, and also homeless shelters, because there's a lot of homeless shelters in Brownsville, and we have a lot of children that attend the schools in Brownsville that live in the shelters. So we need to coordinate services for them, so they can become wholesome children. So.
Thank you. And
Was
you
that
enjoying
enough?
yourself so far at the party? You're going to continue to
Absolutely,
party after the mayor won for
absolutely.
another 4 years?
Yes, this is great. I'm glad he's back. Well, he didn't go, but I'm glad that.
I'm glad that he's back.
Yes. So.
Thank you very much
You're
for your
welcome.
comment. Thank you.
Hey, sir. Sure.
Huh? Would you like to add anything to the mayor's 4 years again in office?
The mayor's done a great job so far. I think he has a bold and ambitious plan for the next 4 years. I think he can accomplish it. He's energetic. He's a visionary. Now, I've supported him for a long time, and I'm very happy to see this re-election take place. And I think it'll be a bright future, and I look forward to it.
Thank you very much for your comments.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure meeting you. Hi, how are you? Are you here? How do you feel about the 4 years of Mayor de Blasio's win?
Well, I think it's pretty great in the sense that it's not too often that a political candidate runs and does some tangible things that you can point to and say, you know, this man actually did what he ran on originally. So hopefully he continues that progressive agenda, and we can do something about incarceration, about homelessness, about working families, as he's done.
I'm glad that you're here celebrating the event. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much.
Okay. Good evening. How are you?
What was the question?
Are you enjoying the party after Mayor de Blasio won another 4 years?
Yes, it's been fantastic. I'm very hopeful for de Blasio's next 4 years. The party's been great. The atmosphere's been amazing here.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a good evening. Thank you. Hi, good evening. Welcome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. And yourself? Are you happy that de Blasio won another 4 years?
Yeah, I'm so happy. I hope and truly believe he's leading the progressive future of showing America that we can implement progressive policies and have them work in real places and in real cities. So I'm so happy he won.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Your energy is very good. I'm glad that you
thank you.
celebrated the win of another 4 years of the mayor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi, good
How you
evening.
doing?
How are
Hello
you?
there.
Thank you for
How you
coming
doing?
out.
Yes.
Celebration of the mayor-elect, Mayor de Blasio. What would you like to add?
We're elated by the win. I'm a retired New York City Department of Sanitation supervisor, Jose Vasquez. Thanks to the leadership of Andrew, Mark Cuomo, and Bill de Blasio, I enjoy the best pension in the world, and he's doing an excellent job. And thanks for the support of Bill de Blasio and the Department of Sanitation. We are the best, we are the strongest in the city of New York, and we proved that to the Trump and the Republicans in New York today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the celebration. Hi, good evening. How are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
Good. Glad to meet you. Are you here celebrating Mayor de Blasio's 4 years?
Yes, we're really excited that Mayor de Blasio is re-elected for 4 years. My name is Anthony Chump. I'm with the New York State Nurses Association. He stands behind the unions, and we stand behind him.
Thank you very much.
All right, sure.
Hi, how are you? Would you like to add anything to the mayor electoral?
No, I have nothing to add. He made a great speech. He's a good guy. And I voted for him.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you very much. We got it.
Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have be played from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop wreck. Tak-a-tak-a-tak. Non-stop wreck. From the top. Play it in the morning. Play it in the evening. Play it at midday. Play it all the way. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. Rock a vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have be played from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop 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 rock. And it's a non-stop rock. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have be played from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. You are home. And it's a non-stop rock. Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation. Good for all nation. Them have be played from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock the top, and it's a non-stop wreck. Taka, taka, taka. Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation, good for all nation. Them have be played from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop wreck. Taka, taka, taka. Non-stop wreck. From the top. Play it in the morning. Play it in the evening. Play it at midday. Play it all the way. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop wreck. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock.
Take the camera down. All right, so take the camera down. I got a ruckus to give right now. We want you to rock now from the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock from the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now from the top. Rockers vibration, it is a good sensation, good for all nation. Them have be played from the station. We want you to rock now from the top. Play it in the morning, play it in the evening, play it at midday, play it all the way. We want you to rock now from the top. And it's a non-stop wreck. Taka, taka, taka. Non-stop wreck. From the top. Play it in the morning. Play it in the evening. Play
midday. Play it all the way. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. From the top. Have I got the ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. Rock a vibration. It is a good sensation. Good for all nations. Them have to play it on the station. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop 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 rock. Iwahoy. And it's a non-stop rock. Rockers vibration. It is a good sensation. Good for all nations. Them have to play it on the station. We want you to rock now. From the top. And it's a non-stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. And it's a non-stop rock. You are high. And it's a non-stop rock. Have I got a ruckus to give right now? We want you to rock now. From the top. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. Don't stop rock. From the top. Have I got a ruckus to give from right now? We want you to rock now. From the top. Rockers vibration. It is a good sensation. Good for all nations. Them have to play it on the station.